Hey guys, welcome back to the Bodhi tree where enlightenment is guaranteed. For those who are new to this channel, this is Shekhar. I've done my BTech as well as MTech from IIT Madras, post which I did my MBA from JBIMS. In this video, we are going to see how you need to prepare for GRE if you have only 30 days left. In those 30 days, what should you focus on initially? How should you take the mocks? Everything will be discussed in detail in this video. Stay tuned till the very end. Any kind of doubts that you have, as always, ask them in the comment section below. Also, if you have any feedback for us that we need you to make a video on this particular topic, you are free to give us suggestions in the comment box below. Let's directly jump into the video. Alright guys, first things first, you need to understand the GRE format. So the GRE format has changed. The number of questions has gone down, the total duration has gone down. I won't get into those details, but I'll talk about the new GRE format, and of course at the end of the slide there's a bonus pro tip that you need to do before starting your prep. So in the initial first couple of days, you need to focus on understanding the GRE format. What exactly is asked in GRE, what kind of questions, which topics are focused more on. We'll understand all that in the first couple of days. So quantitative reasoning, 27 questions will be there. The time has gone down, so this will be a 2-hour test. There won't be any breaks in between, which like in the earlier format there was a break because the test duration was also more. So verbal reasoning, there will be 27 questions which will be of 41 minutes, and there will be an AWA, one essay of 30 minutes. So complete in all together, roughly you will be spending a couple of hours for the GRE in the new format. Alright, so like the scoring pattern is same as before, right? 260 to 340. Now coming to the bonus tip, you have to start your prep with a diagnostic test. Take the official ETS practice test to find your baseline score. It is to help us understand at what level you are currently and from what level we have to start your prep, right? So this will help you set up your baseline score. So take the diagnostic test, preferably the official ETS practice test. We also have tests available on our platform, so the link to which will be in the description box below, but you start your prep with the official ETS practice test. Any doubts guys, ask them in the comment section below. Let's continue with the video. Now in the upcoming days, so the first couple of days are to set your baseline score, understand your the format of GRE, what kind of questions are there, what is the syllabus. Next, now we'll start focusing on our foundation, the core concepts, that is foundation. Let's clear the basics. If you have read the book You Can Win by Shekhar, you might have read about the Calgary Tower, which is in Canada, right? I'm just giving an example why you need to have a strong foundation. So Calgary Tower, I think, is about, which is in Canada, roughly around 190 to 200 meters tall, and it weighs 11,000 tons. But out of this 11,000 tons, roughly 60%, 60 odd percent, which is roughly around 6,500 tons, is below ground, guys. It's under the ground, the part that we cannot see, and the rest is then above the ground. So rest roughly around 4,500 tons is above ground. So the point is, the foundation has to be very strong. You need to focus on your concepts. If your concepts are strong initially, you will be able to solve the word problems, the actual questions later on. Week 1, build core concepts. Let's start with the cons. Guys, any doubts, do let me know. Let's focus on cons. Review your arithmetic. You need to know your arithmetic concepts. You need to be good at calculations as well. Algebra, geometry, DI, data interpretation. Basically, they'll give you graphs and you need to understand how to solve those graphs as well. Algebra is important. You need to be able, see, even in word problems, you'll need to create linear equations which you will be solving to get the final answer, right? So algebra is very important. So review all these sections, try to understand, focus on building your concepts. Take like whatever notes or whatever material you are referring to, focus on concepts, concept videos, concept quizzes, practice. Check the solved examples. You try to solve the questions first, then you look at the solution, and any point of time you feel this is something new, that which I haven't encountered before, make a separate notebook for unique questions and unique solutions. All right. Focus on number properties, right? What are prime numbers, what are composite numbers, what are whole numbers, what are natural numbers, what is a remainder, what is a quotient. You need to focus on that, probability, and of course word problems. In order to get your probability right, you need to know your PNC as well, permutations and combinations. Again, for practice you can use ETS official guide, but we have questions on our platform as well. If you want to check those questions, do check out our Telegram group as well. We post questions over there also. Treat those questions as your warm up questions. As soon as you get up in the morning, solve those questions, guys. Alright. Verbal, learn high frequency GRE words. You have to learn. GRE is all about vocab, right? You need to learn those high frequency GRE words. No, I'm not able to learn, or that can't be an excuse in this case. Reason being, GRE checks your vocabulary, so you have to start learning your words, 50 words per day. So by the end of 30th day, at least you'll have 1200 to 1500 words. Got it? So the point is, you'll say, I'll be learning 1500 words. So see, if you're learning 1500 words, we are assuming that your accuracy, as in your remembering power or your skills to learn these words, you will have 70 to 80% accuracy. So if you are learning this many words, you will end up with, let's say, 800 to 1000 words at least, which you'll have in your mind. So which is a good number for considering you're prepping for 30 days. So this is your first week plan. All right, guys. You have to master your RC techniques. So make sure you're reading newspaper on a daily basis, the editorial section, right? So you'll have different authors giving their opinions in that editorial section. So be it your technology field, be it fashion, whatever field you like, make sure you are reading on a daily basis, and make sure you are reading different authors. All right, don't read one particular guy's editorial on a daily basis. Mix it up. You need to understand the main idea, the inference, the tone of the author, right? If you are reading the same person, so the tone will be the same. Start practicing sentence equivalence and text completion. Because these questions are asked, you have to start practicing them on a daily basis. AWA, learn issue and argumented task structures. Learn about these structures in the initial first week itself. It will help you set the tone for the next 3 weeks, right? Write one essay using ETS sample prompts. You'll get them on, you'll do check, like get familiarized with the ETS official site, official guide. You have to understand what it is that the GRE people want from you. So make sure you start writing essays based on the ETS sample prompts. Spend 3 to 4 hours per day, guys. 1.5 hours on cons, 1.5 hours on verbal, 30 minutes on AWA. Right? You can mix this up depending on what are your strengths. I am very good at cons, then give slightly more amount of time to verbal. No, I'm good at verbal, slightly more amount to cons. You have to mix it up depending on your strengths and weakness, but you have to put in at least 3 to 4 hours per day, considering you are only studying for 30 days, guys. This is a 30-day plan, right? Alright, before we continue with the video, guys, the Bodhi trees bundles for GMAT, GRE, SAT, TOEFL, IELTS, all the international exams is officially live. Do check out the demo lectures, the link to which is in the description box below. If you have any kind of doubts, get connected with the team. Also, check out the demo lectures. It will help you understand new concepts. And also, so see, why do we suggest that you look at the demo lectures? So of course, we have our own selfish reasons. We are so sure that if you go through the demo lectures, you will definitely enroll with us. But you'll also get to understand new concepts. We teach every concept from level 0. Everyone is from a different background. For GRE, for GMAT, some are from great colleges, some are from tier 3 and tier 4 colleges. So we have to start from foundation, from level 0. Hence we ask you, or we suggest that you go through the demo lectures, link to which is in the description box below. Let's continue with the video. Alright, now the next week. So I hope the week 1 is clear. The second week is now to identify your weak areas. You need to understand, alright, I'm not able to score well in cons. Alright, I'm not able to score well in word problems. Alright, I'm bad at arithmetic. Whatever the case, we need to focus on the weak areas. Alright, guys. So focus on DI and advanced word problems. Now we are going to start like solving advanced level of questions, and make sure you are timing your question solving, right? Like whenever you are solving questions, as soon as you start your first question, start the timer as well. As soon as you finish the last question, let's say you're solving 10 questions, stop the timer, see how many minutes are you spending on those 10 questions. You have to track that daily, guys. What gets measured gets analyzed, what gets analyzed gets acted upon. So we have to act upon that analysis, whatever we are doing. So make sure you're tracking your time every day. Learn shortcuts. You have to learn shortcuts for speed and accuracy, guys. Shortcuts are more for speed rather than accuracy. You have to focus on accuracy as well. Parallelly, you can't say that, "Arey, sir asked me to solve quickly, so I got the answer, but I did not get it right." No, we have to focus on both the areas simultaneously. Make sure at the back of the mind, if you are making silly mistakes, you have to keep them at the back of your mind. "Arey, this is the kind of silly mistake that I'm making." Make sure you are doing this, and in the long run it will help you. And also consciously will have to start working on speed as well. Make sure you are solving 10 questions of cons, not the actual word problems, but this kind of question, the calculations question. 37 into 40, 84 divided by 12, question 1. Make sure you are solving these 10 questions on a daily basis. This has to be done every day. You should not go to bed unless you do this on a daily basis, guys. Do let me know if any doubts. Now you have to push your vocabulary to 100 words. Make sure you are learning this vocabulary on a daily basis. You have to revise as well. Revise whatever words you had learned last week, revise them. Move on to the newer set. You have to keep learning. All right. Practice critical reasoning. Critical reasoning is important, and you have to start finding, look, this is the particular option which definitely is wrong. You have to eliminate those options. So start working on your elimination skills as well. In the second week, you have to start eliminating the wrong answers rather than selecting the right ones. Focus on eliminating the wrong ones. And then we will start taking our mock as well. We have to take mocks, guys. You can't directly go to the GRE exam without taking any mocks. The first mock was the practice test that we took, the ETS diagnostic test, based on which we decided our baseline score, and from there we are improving. So now take full length mock, analyze your mistakes. You have to, before your GRE exam in this 30 days, make sure you are taking at least 4 to 5. This is bare minimum GRE mocks, right? Analyze the mistakes. Mocks without analysis are meaningless. Mocks analysis goes hand in hand. We are not taking these mocks for practice. We are taking these mocks for strategies. This will help us understand what should be my strategy for the next 2 weeks, and in terms of prep, and also what should be my strategy in the next mock. All right. Start tracking mistakes in an error log. If you want a separate video as to how to do the mock analysis, do let me know in the comment section below. I'll make a separate video on that as well. Pro tip, don't just memorize formulas, understand concepts for tricky. You have to focus on making your foundation strong, guys. You can't just mug up your formulas. That will not help you in the long run. Alright, guys? Cool. Now we had started tracking the time. All right, we were tracking the time. Now what we'll do is, for 10 questions, how much time I am taking, we were tracking the time. Now we will start it in the reverse way. Now for 10 questions, I'll start the time as I'll set the time for, let's say, 6 minutes based on your last week's performance. If you feel that, okay, now this is my baseline time, I am able to solve this 10 questions, let's say in 8 minutes, then we'll set the timer for 7 minutes. Reduce the time for these 10 questions. Let's try to push yourself to the limits. Okay, now we'll start with the reverse time. All right, the third week is for time drills and the strategy. We will have to finalize a GRE taking strategy based on our mock scores, what strategies we are using in the mocks. We'll have to finalize that. Solve time problem at 20-30 questions. This is just a generic time. It can vary based on your strengths and weaknesses, but this should be a general ballpark figure. Revise P&C, statistics, hard level questions. You have to focus on revision as well. Focus on RCs, 1 minute per passage. All right, you have to improve your reading speed. This is the focus on improving your reading speed, and hence we are reading newspaper on a daily basis. improve text completion accuracy, predict before looking at the options, right? Take two full length tests this week, right? Last week we took one. The first was the diagnostic test. This week we are taking two full length tests. All right. Our aim is at least 4 to 5 marks before we write the actual GRE. Identify and fix time management issues. Time is the key, guys. Hence we are doing timed drills now. Identify and fix time management issues. If you feel that I am stuck, I am not able to understand question, it is like, make a note of it. Like, this is the topic that I'm already like always get stuck at. You have to do the analysis is what I'm trying to say, so that before the actual GRE we'll be able to make a proper strategy for our mock, which will be useful for our GRE as well. GRE is a section adaptive test, guys. Start strong in the first few questions of each section. The section will be adaptive. Initially, the past adapting was done based on question level, like one question, based on that the second question. Now they are doing in a group of questions, right? So you have to make sure that in the initial set of questions you have to be very accurate. The initial set focus more on accuracy rather than being fast. Later on, try to wrap up quickly. Got it? Any doubts, guys? Let me know in the comment section below. Now, in the last week, what we are going to do is focus more on mocks and our strategies and the final revision session and final consolidation of whatever we have spent time doing or whatever we have learned in the past 3 weeks. Full length test, take 3 practice tests. So in total we will have done 6 mocks, right, guys? Obviously with time limits. So you might have chosen a time slot for your GRE exam. Make sure you're taking these mocks in that particular time slot only, and try to simulate the actual conditions that you'll be seeing on the actual D-Day. Review last minute prep, okay, revise your error log, whatever analysis you have done, whatever error logs you have, go through that. Focus on the recurring mistakes that you have been doing on a regular basis. The frequency is high for those mistakes. For tough questions, if you still feel that this is the kind of question that I'm not able to solve 10 questions of that particular type on a daily basis, guys, for the last week. Let's focus on improving in that tough question slot as well. AWA, write 2 essays under timed condition. In total 4 to 5 essays should be a good amount of practice. Use the template that ETS has suggested. Use that specific template. If you want a separate video on AWA, do let us know in the comment section below. We'll make a separate video on that as well. By now, your speed and accuracy should be optimized, guys. Focus on stamina and confidence. The last week is for confidence building, guys, confidence boosting. You can't learn some new topics in the last week. That is for the initial, like the learning is for the first couple of weeks, guys. Now we should focus on boosting our confidence, focusing on strengthening our strengths and strengthening our weakness as well. Alright, so now the last couple of days, don't try to learn new topics. Focus on revision, whatever you have studied. Revise formula, vocabulary. Don't overdo it. The last couple of days before the exams are more for relaxing. Don't completely zone out. You still have to be in the zone for your, like, you should be in the zone to solve the questions, right? So don't completely phase it out. You have to still be in the zone. You still have to keep solving questions. I wouldn't suggest that you take a mock in the last couple of days before your GRE exam, but keep practicing. Revise formula, vocabulary, do light problem solving. Yeah, don't overdo it. No full length tests now, guys. Don't do it now. Get good sleep. You have to focus more on your biological clock. Don't eat outside food. Focus more on getting good sleep, good amount of sleep. If your exam is in the morning slot, you have to get used to sleeping early at night, right? Do that, guys. Alright, guys, so I hope these points are clear. Let's continue with the video. Bonus tips, guys. Let's close the video. Before we close the video, the bonus tips: use official ETS materials for your prep. Focus, obviously we are there to help you out, but use the official ETS material. Focus on accuracy first, then speed. Don't rush early on. That is what I suggested initially, because it is a section wise adaptive test now. Use educated guesses. eliminate obvious wrong answers. Obviously we talk about this in our course as well, but if you want a separate video on this, do let us know in the comment section below. We'll help you out. GRE is much about strategy as it is about knowledge. You have to be calm. If you are finding out the questions are tough, it's a good sign. Maybe like that means that you have been doing something good in the easier questions, hence you are getting the tougher questions. But don't panic. It's more about confidence and strategy. Rather, obviously it's about knowledge as well, but you need to be confident and you need to have a good strategy as well. Guys, before we close the video, like I said, we have these questions on our Telegram group and channel. These are foundation focused questions. These are again, treat these questions as your foundation building or your warm up questions. Scan this QR code, you'll fill a form, you'll get access to the entire question pool. There are more than 50,000 questions here. Obviously you need not solve all the questions, but you'll get a lot of practice. That's it for this video, guys. If you like the video, don't forget to click on the like button. Do share if you feel this video will be helpful to other people that are studying GRE, and also don't forget to subscribe to the Bodhi Tree channel, that is TBTIO. If you have any feedback, any doubts or concerns, do let us know in the comment section below. Do check out our Telegram group and channel, right? The link to which is in the description box below. Also check out our Instagram and do follow us on YouTube as well. That's it for this video, guys. See you in the next video. Thank you.